Hey everyone, so this was just meant to be a really short video to tell you guys that I won't be uploading a video next week because I'll be away on holidays, and then I won't be uploading probably the week after either because I want to spend more time working on a bigger video idea that I have that's taking a bit more time because, you know, I'm using B-roll and, you know, I'm including art inside it. So yeah, it just takes a lot longer. But the funny thing is when I was thinking of, you know, how I wanted to tell you guys this, I kind of realized that there's something that I don't do enough of. And I think a lot of people don't do enough of it, especially creative people. And that is like just celebrating small wins. And yeah, I think just updating you guys on the channel and being real like this is also really good too. I actually prefer it when YouTubers do this. I know like sometimes, you know, you need to have, you know, those big videos that go semi-viral or whatever, but sometimes it's nice just to be real about what's happening and what's been done so far. So I know I've only uploaded 4 videos so far, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things, but it has been enough just to get some feedback from YouTube in terms of the analytics and get some data and help me make the decisions about the next steps moving forward. And on top of that, like before I started uploading, I spent a bit of time doing some pre-work to get things in a good state. And I think that they're worth mentioning because, you know, they were a lot of work and they also help set the tone for the future of the channel. So I started working more seriously on the channel around December. And the first thing that I did, well, actually it took me a couple of months over a period of time to get this set up, but basically my entire studio and, you know, this whole setup was the first thing that I did. And it was a really fun exercise because it was not only about, you know, interior design or, you know, making a place that's comfortable for me, but also about how this is going to reflect in the channel and be part of my branding or identity moving forward. So the next thing I did after that was I figured out my new art style, which is no small task either. Like just sitting down to figure out an art style. This is something that can take a long time depending on people's life circumstances and, you know, what they like and dislike and where they are at in their art journey. But thankfully I was able to find something that I feel like takes my art to a new level or evolves it to a new place, and it's kind of given me or shown me the light forward of what I want to do next and given me new inspiration. So yeah, I'm really happy with that, and you've probably seen my new painting on Instagram or in the previous videos, and yeah, I'm just really excited about that. And I think it not only laid the foundation for what I'm going to do next in terms of paintings, but it also helped me define the brand of the channel, and you know, everything else kind of flowed from that. So one big thing that did flow from that was obviously my store, and I put the new painting as the hero image of my store. So that kind of set the tone for it all and just made things so much easier. So once I had that image there, I could just, you know, start adding my products, and it helped me think about how I want those products to be displayed in terms of thumbnails and, you know, how I want to organize things. So yeah, like never underestimate the importance of pre-work and, you know, getting things like your identity right, your organization right, because these things can unlock so much more further down the line and just make your life a lot easier. So the next thing I did was I got a haircut. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I did get a haircut. I never addressed it on camera. And why should I? It doesn't really matter. But the funny thing is, one of the #1 videos on my channel that continually gets views is my awkward Asian hair. And I'm kind of proud of that. It's a ridiculous video, but I like that video. It has nothing to do with what my channel was supposed to be about, but I guess it goes to show like YouTube isn't all about your niche, like, and that's what I was saying when I made my previous video about being back. Like, don't think of this channel as an art channel. I'm just a guy that likes to draw, but I also like other things, and I like to talk about my hair. So am I really gonna upload this? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna upload this. Don't cut this. But yeah, I got it cut. I used to be doing like the style, you know, where you had a long bit and then you had to like comb it over. But it meant I had to constantly like blow dry my hair and then kind of curl it back and then put gel in it. But yeah, you'd end up with this conundrum where you either look completely on point, where everything looks nice, or you look like a mess. There's no in between. Like you can't just get up and go about your day. Whereas this hairstyle, it's easy. Yeah, so that's my third important milestone. I got a haircut. This is a serious channel for professionals. Okay, what have I got here? Okay, I've got a list because I'm not great at remembering everything. But okay, so after the store, what I did was, and this is the most recent thing, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my announcement in my stories, but I've just launched my NFT collection. And don't get me wrong, this is not like some fancy thing where I have a whitelist and I have a roadmap and I have utility and you can have a token. And no, like right now the NFT space is just like filled with scams and dodgy crap like that. So I was just like, I want to make this a good thing. Like I want it to be, well, okay, for those of you that are into NFTs, basically it's just a one-of-one art collection. It's just a contract for my art moving forward. So there's nothing special. It's not a PFP collection or anything like that. But I wanted to make it nice, I wanted to kind of like brand it or promote it in some way, but not be so scammy about it. So I just created a landing page on my website and I literally just mentioned the stats of my contract, which is basically, like it's an Ethereum contract, it's an ERC 721. It has, and then I started listing underneath saying hype, none, utility, none, roadmap, life. And that's literally what it is. So you might be thinking, why are you launching this collection if it's just so meh? And this goes down to like my thoughts on NFTs in general. I don't want to go too deep into it because I can make a whole other video on that. But yeah, basically I've been in NFTs for almost a year now, so I'm not new to the space, but I also feel like the space is changing so quickly that everything that I do, I just need to do it, and then like I won't have everything planned out in advance. I don't know exactly where the space is going, but I just need to do things, and then that'll open up new options or new things that I can see, and then I'll make new decisions based on that. So I'm just kind of winging it. But yeah, the reason why it's important is because having an Ethereum contract or any kind of blockchain contract for art is really important for artists because it allows you to attribute value to your work, especially if you're a digital artist. If you don't have that, your work, even if you think it is worth something, if you don't have a means to transact, then it may as well be worth nothing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's almost like setting up a market stall. And if you don't have a market stall for your art, then you won't be able to transact and sell it. So that's kind of how I see this Ethereum contract that I've created. It's nothing fancy. It's just something for me. It's a market stall for me moving forward into the future because I know I'll always be creating art. So I might as well put that into a stall and have that as an option for people to purchase it if they're interested. The final win that I want to celebrate is I started making videos again, which seems really inconsequential, but making videos isn't like riding a bike. Like it's not like you just pick up a camera again and it's easy, as it always was. Yeah, I've made videos before, but starting this up again was quite difficult. Even just getting used to talking to a camera was a learning curve for me again. So yeah, I'm really proud of the point that I've gotten to so far. I feel like things are definitely moving forward. Things are getting easier, which is the most important thing I wanted to, kind of keep track of. Are things improving? Are things getting easier? Are things getting smoother? And they definitely are. And also I'm getting, like I said before, feedback from the analytics. So it's helping me get an idea of what I need to do next. So this has been pretty rambly, but what I want to do is bring it back to your own process or how you're working on things. And I guess one of the most important things that I've kind of realized through all of this, and celebrating small wins is part of this, is the feedback loop, having this concept of the feedback loop. So when you're creating stuff, a lot of times what can happen is you get paralyzed. Maybe you're working on a drawing, you spend a lot of hours on it and you've invested time into this drawing, and there are certainly things that you like about it, but you get stuck and you realize it's not quite there. And the most dangerous thing that can happen at that point is you just scrap it and it never sees the light of day, and it's just wasted time and energy that's gone into that illustration. But basically what's happened is at this point you've pretty much broken the feedback loop. Like whenever you're creating an artwork, you need to think about it like an infinite loop constantly spinning, and the point is you need to create stuff, get it out there, see what people think, see what you think, and then take that feedback and then put it back in and improve it. But yeah, it's really important to keep that loop going, and by kind of celebrating small wins is kind of like taking stock of what you have done right. And if you spend that time thinking about what you've done right so far or the good things you've done, not only does it make you feel better, it also helps you analyze and start to see the things that you haven't done correctly either. So I think that celebrating small wins is really important in keeping that feedback loop going. And it's something that I've realized has been really important for me to get like kind of a clean slate. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. No video next week or the week after, but I will be back. So let me know what your small wins or achievements have been recently in the comments below. Just share them. It'd be really good to read what you guys have been up to. And also just for yourself, like writing it down can be really useful in just solidifying or, realizing that, yes, this is what I've done. So let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.